Hey YouTube, Joe here, and a few weeks ago I brought you guys the ZT0456 clone. Beautiful knife. Check that review out. I have the link down below if you want to check it out. Also have a preview, but you might as well skip the preview. You will go right towards the right towards the review. But now, what am I bringing you? I am bringing you the ZT0456 clone version 2. So there they are, right next to each other. I'm sure you're going to have some questions as to some differences. We'll go with some quick differences right off the bat. Right off the bat, this is a supposedly titanium scales. This is a G10 scale. This is a frame lock. This is a liner lock. Blade the same. The pivot screw is a little bit different. This one has the markings. This one obviously doesn't have the markings on it. Though one thing odd, if I can stick this in the camera, this one went all out to be exactly like the real thing, box and everything. This one shows to be, well, of course, if you know anything about the ZT0456, there is no one that has a G10, looks just like this. But yet they took the time out to make the, try to copy the box, but as far as I know, there is no ZT box that's this small. So it's crazy that they even took the time out to do this. You should have just stuck it in a plain old, everyday brown box. Why bother making, copying the box? You're going to make the box not even the right size, and and yet you're making a knife that's blatantly not a ZT0456. I don't get the logic behind that. But anyway, that's besides the point. So let's get this out of the picture. It's had its day in the sun already. So read off some stats to you real quick. We're going to measure it up. We're going to cut with it. I've had it for a little while. Been using it. Overall length. Let me make sure we're getting this all in the video. Overall length is 195 millimeters. The blade length is 82 millimeters. No, we're going to get the US version going on in a few minutes. Now, I don't know if you guys are into the blade thickness, but I guess at its thickest point, it's 4 millimeters thick. They're labeling the finish as a stone wash, and which obviously they mean this part because most of it is a satin blade. Here's the back. 146 grams. We're going to measure it up too, but that's the official. D2 steel. Again, take it with a grain of salt, like we took for granted that this one had 204P steel, which we don't know that for sure. And like I said, G10 scales. So let's get some more measurements and stuff out of the way, and let's talk about it a little bit. Let's see. Let's put it on the old trusty scale. Now I have measured up already, so I'm aware of it, but I want to do it on camera for you guys. 5.21 ounces. Now if you want to know what the difference is, to me this is one of the pluses of the knife that we'll get to. This one, the other one, is 6.29 ounces. So it shaves a little more than an ounce off the knife. And since we mentioned grams before, we don't need to mention it again. Measuring it up. Let's see what we got here. We got our trusty dollar. It is against the dollar, and there it is. If I can get the ruler all in there. There it is against the ruler. Oop, sorry camera. Now, dare I say that the other one that's trying to be more like the real thing was sharper? Believe it or not, I feel that this one, it was sharper out of the box, and this is after using this knife too. So I'm liking the sharpness of this one. This one I got from DHGate, $25.99 including shipping to the Eastern United States. Took 2 weeks. So there's a lot to like about this version of the knife, because for those wanting for everything to be exact, kind of like the real thing, And again, yes, I know I'm calling this a clone, even though there is no version of this, but you know, there are different things. I have clones, there's copies, there's homages, whatever. I'm just trying to put it all together because I can't have all these different groups on my channel, you know. So we're going to call this a clone throughout this video, even though there is no version of the 0456 that looks like this. Where did I leave off? There are some positives over this one. Like again, the weight. Now, if you remember, the one thing I was downplaying on this knife was the heaviness. That it didn't feel balanced because of the weight so much in the handle. However, shaving at least an ounce off definitely improved that feeling. Now, was in opening, at first it seemed like it had like a little bit of like a grinding sound here, but after repetitive openings, it opens up pretty nice. You can hear it clacks, clings, clacks, whatever, really nicely, opens nicely. Oh, by the way, as an update to the other one, where the heck is it? The guy, one thing I complained about was that the screw was missing, and I said the guy said he was going to send me a screw. I was like, yeah, well, we'll see about that. Well, guess what? He sent me the fastener of the screw. I couldn't believe he actually sent it, so I just haven't had a chance to put it in yet. So that was pretty cool on his part. Nice touch. So as I said, this took 2 weeks to get here. $25.99. Obviously, too, the back spacer on the other one is, you know, metal, whether it's titanium or not, but it's metal, and here it's G10. Still the same old pocket clip that's a hot spot, but I get, and for me, as crazy as it might sound, yeah, it is still a hot spot, but because it weighs a little bit less, and it just feels like a little bit less of a hot spot for me. So overall, I have to say that, you know, I'm not going to go out and say I like this one much better than the other one, but as I was trying to point out, this does have its positives. You know, the lighter weight, the liner lock really, you know, makes no difference. It could be the same. Oh, let's while I have it open, there's the lockup, and if I remember correctly, centering is dead on. There's no blade play at all. I believe this comes in another color besides orange. This one also comes in black. So, and what was this one again? I have to look up my price, like 60s, 70s. So, if you're not particular about the knife looking exactly like the real thing, though they do make this version also with the same look but without the markings, which if I had known at the time, I probably would have gotten, because you know my how I disagree that at least if you're going to make a copy, don't copy it altogether where it can be mistaken for the real thing. And I don't like that they have the markings. Again, a plus that this one has, but the idiocy of making the box. Anyway, we went over that. But yeah, it's nice, it's light, it's sharp, it has a funky color, nice orange. If you're not into orange, like I said, there's the black. I can see them, you know, if they're pumping these out and these so well, I can see them making different colors, you know, your greens, your blues, whatever. It opens up nicely, has a nice feeling. Here it is in the hand. A lot of good about this one, and it's very much more, even more affordable than the other one. $25.99 is not going to break the bank. Just like that in both hands. Can I fade back anymore? No. Very nice. I like this one. Glad I picked this one up. Okay, so there you have it. What the hell for this final shot? Let's put them both in there. But the main event is the one on the bottom. This is a ZT0456 clone version 2, the orange G10 scales. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Take care. and God bless.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed my video. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks everyone. Take care.